that's a super strong option. Not many characters have that like autopilot, like bring it all the way back to the airtight option to prevent anything.
Yeah.
And this has like 3 different frame trap points, right? Like between the jab, the short, the stand jab, and then the cancel to this.
Yeah.
That's pretty unique having that option. Like,
This is true. This is why. This is why I said that Terry specializes in this. I believe. It's just how how his moveset works and how his light works, right?
Right. Because even if after you do the
Yo, so we're just gonna like start off real quick. Let me fix this thing out. Ooh, why is it crooked? Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Hey, before normally I just let it on starting soon, but there is something going on here that I'm very interested in. So we're going to kind of let this rock. So I want to keep watching this. I'm not gonna lie. So let's keep listening to it.
The timing.
Well, a lot of the top players.
So basically, if you want an update on what's going on, this is like a.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm doing it properly, but a lot of people like to just do this.
This is like a.
Because people are afraid of you doing all this shit to them, right?
Right.
People are afraid of that. So once you
throw that in there. This is good content right here. If you didn't know. Three jabs, walks up. Cause they talking premium game right here. Right.
right.
Or people just mash too, right? I'm sure.
Yeah, people just mashed as well. Exactly.
Definitely just mash.
So I don't know. It's like it really depends. Depends on like the drive gauge too, right? Like, drive gauge, health, SA. All of these resources come into together to affect your decision making. Especially in this game, like the decision making, like it can literally just make or break the match, right? And since this game is so chaotic, it just
unfortunately
you just blow up.
Sure. Okay. So you gotta always consider the situation on that. I think for me personally, and this is something that has to switch when you get to higher level. It's like I always tend to default to more tighter pressure because I just assume everyone's mashing their face off. But yeah,
that's most people. Honestly, that's a lot of I feel like a lot of reasons why people don't get this concept is because a lot of people just don't know it, right?
Right. Because in most ranked levels, people are just mashing all the time. So you're better off understanding how to just keep things airtight entirely.
Yeah,
then,
that is like your optimal layer one.
Clams up. Right.
Yeah. But then people start doing, like a DP. People start doing delayed crouch and medium punches. How many times have you been blown up by a delayed crouch and medium punch after doing
That's
delayed crouch and medium punch, that's a big one. Delayed crouch and medium punch.
Kind of meta in this game because I noticed that started evolving later because I think it's, in my understanding, it's really good to both, take the throw, accept the pressure, they can get 2 lights in there. You can counter hit after a light string, and also just beat autopilot shimmy.
Yeah, it will be autopilot. That's the important part. Like, sorry, go up to me. So sometimes, a lot of the top players do is they'll like block a light and then do a delayed crouch medium punch afterwards. So
right,
because it will blow up if I do stuff like
if you
this,
overextend,
right, it'll blow that
then
up.
it blows it up. But if you do a special move, it blows up your attempt to
or
do
like,
that.
or you'll just block it, right?
Yeah. Hey, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. No.
Actually, no. A better example would be like doing.
Am I doing too much on my other screen?
Yeah, that works a lot.
It does, right?
So, do you want me to try to press like a delay medium into this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll beat like people trying to delay on you as well.
Okay. So there's times where you're trying to read their delay also with a slightly less delay.
I mean, like, it's just so much to it, man. There's so much.
Right.
There's a reason why this is confusing to most people. But you know what? When you start doing this, when you start doing the delay one, right?
I gotta practice that. That's amazing.
And it goes back.
Just back.
Hey, why doing that? Why is it doing that? Hey, I'm done here. Okay, there. Okay, you happy? You happy? I don't know why it's breaking down when the content is sweet. I'm gonna need it to fix up because this is important to me. Yeah. Because breaking down how offense works and breaking down how to use the specific. Oh my God, what's going on? I feel like. Right. Right. Right, but you can't commit to that though. You can't commit to that because that's a big commitment unless you see the fact that you're getting hit. If you can hit confirm it, cool, that's amazing. But at the same time, you got to think about it. Boom. Of course. Yeah. Right. It trades? No, it shouldn't trade. There you go. It shouldn't trade. It trades. Normally it wouldn't trade. And Essential, what's good with you, man? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I might just like sit in this like and watch it, because this is amazing. And it just let it rip. You know what I mean? You let the crouch strong, low forward, whatever option it is, you just let it rip. We'll play a little bit later. Mm. Right. Yeah. So making a decision comes with its own level of risk. Yeah. No, I'm not trying to figure out. This is you learn a lot about how they structure offense. You can learn a lot about how the pros are structuring offense. There's definitely a lot to learn here. Before the stream started, I was watching it, and they were talking a lot about how after your plus frames after drive rush, you can do a micro walk forward, which basically no one except the pros can actually integrate. It's more learning about what the mindset of a pro actually is. Especially when he's fighting opponents. It's a good watch. This is live, by the way. This is live. So learning how to do the micro walk. I definitely wanna practice it. Nas, what's good, brother? Hope you're doing all right, man. I gotta think about my options because he has crushing medium punch, which is a really good option, and it puts you into a crouch state. Definitely. Right. Right. Yeah, because um Terry is SNK's version of Ken. When they were making the character, it was his version of Ken.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh shoot, that's for me. Hey man, appreciate this. So good to follow. Appreciate the follow, man. We'll get to the actual content in a little bit. I just realized I had to start the stream, but I know this content is peak, brother. Yeah. You'll definitely get. Is it? Okay. Let's see if we can turn that not schnozzle down. All right, I turned the schnozzle down. But at least it works. Okay, at least it works. That's what we think. I followed before he went live. Oh, word. Oh. What does he do? So wait, we gotta go in the lab and practice this a little bit. This is tough. And now the question is, while I'm playing Elena, am I using crouch jab or standing medium kick? I gotta figure out for myself. But they'll still mash, right? It is, but the problem is that it's incredibly hard to do so, and then right. Well, I mean, that's the whole problem. People make decisions. All right. Okay, we gonna watch a little bit, just maybe the first game, and then we'll switch to doing what we do. Ding, drive rush, micro walk forward, pop. And because you do the small micro walk, you actually are able to fit the 3 normals afterwards. Okay. Yeah. He's not gonna let you. Right. But unfortunately, you really gotta learn how to walk. You gotta learn how to walk, and then the pressure system. Yeah. Not that. Okay, I was supposed to say. That hits as well, though. Immediate throw beats thing. Yeah. Immediate throw beats a lot of the delay options. Damn. You just died. One more game. Damn. Pull up. Boom. Oh, you missed it. That. Damn. Okay. Okay, so then you went for micro walk forward into another plus frames. Uncheck for the dub, bro. Okay. He's trying to get the hang of it, so he is getting the crouch light kick, but he's not getting the follow up. Yeah. Dang. Did you mean to do that? Hold on. I won't even say nice beat on that. Did you mean to do that? You're dead. Right. Okay. Random bird knuckle. Yes. Okay. Boom. Got cards. Sweep. Raw driver, still back throw. So you just like, cause I can stagger, you know what I mean? But I'm always afraid I'm gonna get back thrown. My mind always thinks I'm gonna get back thrown if I go for a decision like this. So I really just gotta learn it. Damn, he's dead. He's dead. Gee. He did. Okay. That's nuts. Yeah. See how he just waited? See how he just waited? That's good. That's so good. You gotta learn it though. Like the problem is like it's not something that comes number one intuitive, because like I said, a lot of people have that innate fear of messing it up. Right? There it is. I just waited for him to whiff and then go for the kill. Yo, Maze, what's good with you? What's good with you? That's crazy. All right, that was good. That was good. That was good. That was good. Damn. All right. Oh shoot, did I close the whole thing? All right. I ain't gonna lie, that's some. You learn from that. You learn from that. Let's see if we can implement that. You know what I mean? If you're able to implement it, are you kidding? That's tough. Let's just do it. So, how's everyone doing? Hope they doing well. You feel me? Good, good, good. Babe, you still playing? What fighting game you playing? I know you hopped off this joint. The music loud. Oh, the music's not playing at all, actually. Okay, there you go. It's been 6 months for you. Listen, I hear that. Okay, so let's try it. I feel like this is like a copyright joint. Okay. So then, when one, let's block reversal. is, he said like 4 to 5 timing. Right. You see what I mean? Like, this is what I'm afraid of. Yeah, I think that'll be, or yeah, that'll be it. You really gotta learn how to do this. It's not something that's too intuitive, I ain't gonna lie to you. You've been on the, hey, okay, I love the game, man. Love to see it. Yeah. I gotta figure out what I want to do there. There you go. You can actually try that option, but that option is not too great either. You're trying to frame trap? No, the goal is not to frame trap. So what he was teaching in that moment was that you add delays, right? So by adding a little extra walk in, because I don't technically need to do anything here, right? Right? If I wanted to catch someone, I just do this and this, right? It'll catch them trying to hit buttons. It's not too hard to do that. But what I'm adding is a little extra delay. See how I'm walking forward? By adding a walk forward, ooh, I'm essentially cutting out some of his options. So, 1 second here. It's quite loud for me. Okay, I'm essentially cutting off some of his options after the drive rush. Yes, I'm doing a micro walk here. Right? And by doing so, I'm killing 2 options. If after I hit the plus frame button, I start, the opponent starts trying to walk back, that's when the micro walk into this catches them. Right? If the opponent tries to do a delayed mash or a delayed throw, both of these options get blown up by the micro walk forward. Right? Because when you walk forward, have you noticed a lot of the time that when you do like a thing, someone goes for an immediate tech or a delayed tech, and it feels like you can never really blow them up? It's because of this option. Right? But by adding the micro walk in, forces your opponent to be like, oh, hold on, I can't keep trying to mash in that instance. But the problem is, you're so afraid of getting thrown that you never go for the little extra walk-in. And also, apparently, if you do down back, you can blow up delay, micro delay as well. Definitely not. Keeps them in place, exactly. So then what ends up happening now is that now this is effective, right? And being able to throw off this instance, super effective. Right? Yeah, you can. So a lot of them will try and go for a delayed throw, maybe like 3 frames, sometimes 4 frames. See, by doing so, you're essentially blowing up what the opponent wants to do. But getting that off in a real game, I think takes a lot of like intentionality behind how you're structuring your offense. which again will take a little bit of time to get used to the flow of things, right? Because last thing you want to happen is your opponent just straight up throwing you, right? So by thinking, of course. Hitbox. Right? Oh wow. I want to go over what he said about the corner pressure. Oh, that's not enough. Weird. They make walking back easy, but walking forward is not as easy as that. So for instance, I am okay with this. I am perfectly okay with this. You don't have the scariest tool in your arsenal. Okay. Oh. Let's see this kill. Please tell me kills. I should have just killed at the doorway. I wanted to BM a little bit. Nice check. Nice check. GG's, man, you're better. That was supposed to be thing. GG's, you're better than me. I can't believe that happened. Yo, alright. Nice. Oh, a little freaked out a little bit there. Oh, apparently he has those down. I don't think even with his health. Damn it. Even with his health. I've always hated fighting this character. Somehow, the pressing of normals. The pressing of normals. I gotta find better checks. Okay, don't piss me off. Yes. Lord of mercy. It's like, it's button central. Okay, that's fine. Please be far enough. Please be far enough. Ah! I hate fighting this character so much. This character will always get me. Dude, that's not what I pressed. Great. Yeah, he's better than me. Well, he's better than me. He's just. All right, let me lock in for a second. Let me lock in for a second. Let me lock in for a second. I hate this character for all of the gimmicks in the world. Oh, this character is so gimmicky. I hate this character. Okay. Let's just activate playing solid. All right, we'll just play solid. My mind is thinking about all the things that I just learned. So in some of the areas, bro, oh my god, the game. Oh, that is a lovely thing that just happened. If you don't know what just happened, my drive rush input got eaten, so I got parry. Where's my input? Where's my input? Oh, ooh, I'm getting tilted. Oh. I guess we're gonna be here. We're here. We're here. Don't worry, work it. We're here. We're here now. We're here. No, drive rush freeze eats normals. I thought I was gonna. For the life of me, don't know. There you go. Because the problem is, on approach, he presses buttons, which is why I'm trying to bait out. But obviously, I'm out of practice. Contextually, I know what to do. Why jump? Holy smokes! Why jump? I know you're not solid enough. You're not solid enough to go for a decision that isn't risky. This skill's nasty, no? Alright, let's see something. Unfortunately, this character is eats too much damage. I think it's a kill. Yeah, it's still a kill. It's a kill. I don't necessarily think you need to have like good reactions. More so, just like know the spots that you need to chill and relax in, right? There you go. There was the attack. That's on me. Oh wow. Loves the gimmicks. Loves them. Loves them. What's up? Okay, that's a weird punish. Oh. Loves the gimmicks. When in the corner, he absolutely loves it. That's on me. That's it. I knew he was gonna go for a gimmick. Ah! I hate fighting this character so much. She's gonna leave on 5. We're gonna play it out! The problem is, I should just start EX because he doesn't do anything else. Please, game. I can't believe that reached. I can't believe that reached. I'll be honest. So what he likes to do, let him kill himself. Let him kill himself. Let him kill himself. Okay. Let him kill himself. You're gonna have to do something to get out. I walked back for the exact reason. I'm not anti-ing. Please kill this bastard. Please. Oh, thank God. That's good. Let's see HCP. Yeah. Decision making on this guy, bro. 100% you can, right? Because if he's just gonna armor his way through, all right, let me armor your armor. You don't stop, huh? That shouldn't frame trap. I didn't hold up. That was my opportunity to kill him. Bro, I'm sorry. That frame zero stuff. I'm sorry. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. You holding up, huh? Right. That's on me. Just anti-air him. Don't be an idiot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. In the interest of whatever you're doing, yeah, 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 yeah. But that's where my fear always kicks in. No, 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 no. That's good though. Ooh. Might lose here because I didn't want to spend the time. There it is. There it is. I see. It didn't come out. It didn't come out. My DP didn't come out. I got light kick. I got. Bro, thank you. Like, a lot of it is him killing himself, but it's more so not that he's good. It's more so I'm just playing bad, and I'm trying to integrate what I've seen already. Oh wow, okay, that's the option you choose. I didn't want that dash, bro. I don't know why you didn't. I don't know why you do that, bro. From that far, bro. Yo, bro. Yo, bro. Oh my lord. I feel like I gotta hit this guy so many more times, bro. You finally... I see how I get dash. Oh my god. I gotta start driver wrestling sometimes. But even then, that's a risk in and of its own. Yep, like I said, a risk of it, so. No, it's like, for me, it's like, it doesn't feel real, bro. It just feels like the non-stop gimmicks. That's what it is. The non-stop gimmicks is like the non. It's just. Eesh. Where's. Alright, I gotta go back to practicing. Yeah, I knew that one was coming. The latex. I think there, if I go for crushing light kick, I think I'm good. Greedy on it. Yeah, I can wait. Why did I get through? Why did I get through? Why did I get thrown? Oh, I sleep. I gotta really get back into shape. Because Lord knows that this should not be as close as it is. I'm gonna use this guy to practice my anti-airs. Guys, the Lord knows I am not like I'm not hitting my cross cuts off of that throw situation, which I really should be. Push me to the corner. Yep. I'm fairly certain. Yeah. He's dead. Yeah. I was like, it might kill, but I'm like, this super level 3 is like does dummy damage. Dummy damage. Honestly, the routing that I took was pretty. Right. See? So I gotta get used to it. Yeah. Maybe sway? Maybe sway. So now he's a little bit more mindful of when he presses 10 Fierce. Nice. I definitely should be hitting him harder than this. Okay, I see. Damn, wake up option? Because it can be a safe jump as well. Alright, let's start killing him for that. For wits. Damn. It looks nice. Will it fit? Nice. I don't do it either.
I'm gonna put it in the bucket.
Ooh. Okay. That's definitely not what I wanted to do, but definitely not what I wanted to do, but you know, it is what it is. You know, sometimes we gotta do the second part of it, even if it's, you know, like it. What a character! What a character! I'm dead. Yo, like, yo, bro. GG's. GG's, I guess. My anti-airs. My anti-airs. It's definitely anti-air. Ugh. Definitely my anti-airs. And then when I went for the thing, I'm not used to going for this option yet. So I'm a little uncomfortable. But the question is now, after I do that, right? Let's say I happen to get hit here. Well, I guess I can... Right? And then I kind of go from there. I think that's what will end up happening. Okay. Let's go over our last game there. Yes? Let's do it on ourselves because we can definitely improve. Honestly, it definitely is. A lot of it is like I have not done warm-ups on anti-airing. And if I don't, my anti-airs are complete boo-boo water. Complete boo-boo water. Alright. Going for a jump. Maybe not the wisest decision. Alright. Got my hit here. Take him to the corner. Got my hit here. It just feels like one of the things with this character, it just feels like you're hitting him mad times. So after this, it should be this, right? Now she know. That's exactly what happened. +2. So I have to meet him. I whiffed, and that was the start of everything, unfortunately. So not being able to hit this. Did I mistime it? I think I might have just mistimed it. Yeah, I mistimed it. So the micro walk after the normal, I can't forget. So like if they decide to block it out, then the micro walk after the normal has to be that. Was this a trade? No, I just got hit here. So after this hit here, I gotta accept after the trade, while luckily he doesn't get a combo off of it, I do need to make sure that I'm just not hitting afterwards, right? The same concept, because he has way more plus advantage on that instance than I do. This was a good whiff punish. That's nothing. I think while playing against Geef that like to press stand fierce a lot, I need to switch up the options of what I'm going for. Right? So once we're here, like I should be testing the water with low forward, right? Against someone who likes to do it a lot, I definitely need to be testing the water with different lows, right? And even if I don't want to commit to the entire thing, I gotta be ready for the rest of it, like so. And then off of the dash, we can get something started, right? Also, I gotta start killing him like this. Alright? I gotta start hitting him with the boom bops. Because if I'm not, like, while DIing him is great. While DIing him is great. It doesn't necessarily get me where I want to be, right? But sometimes you're just not... The safest way to go about it is definitely just to go for the DI. Like, one of the biggest things that he was playing into is just, I have to hit him that many times. Right? And then a couple mistakes here and there. Like this right here is just so freaking unfortunate. So my medium kick just completely whiffs while he's over my head. Just a user error completely. Like this right here, this should have been an anti-air. Right? My mind went to using crouch fierce because that's something that I've done consistently. So what ends up happening is that when I'm in a situation where I have to depend on something, I try to depend on crouch fierce. I know you can barely see it because my head's there, but I depend on crouch fierce here to trying to get me out of these emergency situations in which I need to convert more using this, right? So that's one of my biggest issues. I need to make sure that when I'm playing Geef, some of the takeaways that I got from this set when I'm playing Geef. Let me pause this thing. Pull out my notepad here. Right, one of the biggest takeaways is as follows. 1, we need to use more lows. 1A. Don't need to commit to target combo. Just confirm with standing light kick, right? 2, if standing fierce, where are my buttons? If Stand Fierce is whiffed. With your Stand Heavy Punch. Not DI. Simply not Opti. 3. While playing, make sure to warm up. There. Warm up days. Including corner jump outs, because that was one of the things that was really getting me. When dealing with turtling Zangief, remember to, you gotta remember this stuff. Switch up from using normals to using raw drive rush. I think one of the things that I do pretty consistently is, like, once I'm in a mode of how I want to deal with something or how I want to approach something, I'm stuck in that mode and I'm not as flexible as I need to be, right? Now granted, I didn't play that necessarily terrible, but with that said, there is so much that I could have like punished and dealt with that I simply did not, just on the merit that I'm not fully paying attention, right? But we can fix that for the future. I think these are the most important ones. I gotta make sure to not also be okay with doing nothing, because sometimes when your opponent does nothing with you, he feels like he has to engage and do something stupid, right? And that's where he would go ahead and just like hit a charge 5H or something like that. And in those cases, then I could take advantage of it. Also, if you want to know what the regimen is, it's basically this. So we have him on a couple of options, playing the neutral. We have him on jumping. We have him on fireball. Let's see that option comes. Right? This is how I like to warm up, because it gets you prepared for a lot of the options. And it prepares for drive rush as well with the Opti Punish. Right? By preparing those things allows you to really get ready for a match, right? When it comes to the corner situation, what you want to do is you want to set them on a couple of options on wake up, right? I don't know what option this is, but essentially you want them to do a couple of things. Okay, actually I'm gonna use 4 and 5 to show this. Bro, I hate this. Oh, okay. Neutral jump, and then forward jump. Okay, so those two options. So what we're gonna do is that for wake up, we're gonna take those options. We're gonna take 4, we're gonna take 5, and lastly we're going to take do nothing. Okay, that way it's not always an action. Now if you want to start with just them taking an action and getting used to it, that's fair. didn't even get my anything. So what it essentially prepares you for is, if I can get my dash. Holy smokes. Like I said, this is what I mean. Right? It prepares you for basically every scenario. Right? And by preparing yourself for them to go for an option here, I gotta practice that for a second. There it is. Right? You're essentially preparing yourself for them to take an action. And if you don't warm this up, oh, you can just press it again. Nice. I always wonder why you can do that. Right, this way it prepares your mind for it. Right, if they do nothing, then you accept the grab has happened. But this is how you're gonna get better at this situation, right? Just remind yourself you have time. More time than you think you do, you have time. So once you get used to it on one side, obviously you gotta practice it on the other side, because you might have it down on one side, but putting in the inputs might get you a little messed up. Right? Oh, I should probably be showing you how to do the tech actually. So what you do is that obviously you're going to do forward grab, right? So when you press forward, you hold the forward input. So what ends up happening is that while you're holding forward, you press down back, and then you kick or punch respectively to what your DP is. That way you get what it is immediately afterwards, right? If they decide to, so while you're holding forward, let me put it like this. While you're holding forward, if you want to put in a DP input while holding forward, you do the cross circle forward input, right? That's why sometimes when you're shooting the fireball, sometimes you get a DP, right? So what essentially this is taking advantage of that, is that because while we're pressing throw, we actively have it available. In order to do the cross cut while he's crossing over you, you put in down back and hold the down back input. You do down back and then your kick or punch respectively, right? You don't let go of the two buttons while you're pressing it, but you press it irregardless. Right? So then while it's happening, I'm holding it, acknowledging it's happening, and then doing the quarter circle forward or the quarter circle back, like so. Right? Making sure that we're seeing and watching what's happening. You have it on do nothing, so it kind of has to prepare you to actually react to what's happening. Because if you're not reacting, you're not really doing it right. Damn. Yeah, focus more on what you should be doing versus, you know, what the opponent's doing. Like so. Like that, I need to get used to. Like, if I feel like I'm not ready for it or I'm not anticipating it, then I don't really react to the anti-air. So use this as an opportunity to learn how to anti-air correctly. That's what I wanted to do. But that's essentially how we take advantage of that, right? And we get used to cross-cutting a lot more and getting the anti-air more consistently. Sometimes you'll get that where it looks like you just did this, but at least if it happens in the real game, you can take solace in the fact that you're starting to react and see what you need to do. Eventually your hands will follow, and then you'll be at the point in which you want to be. But until that point, you're kind of like, I don't know, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, that sort of thing. Or sometimes you just default to the easiest option, which is just tap parry on the anti-air. Which in that set I did get lazy, and he just started empty jumping through on me because I got lazy. Right? If you're lazy about it, you get blown up. That's why you practice it. If you don't practice it, you're not going to be ready for it when you're actually doing it in game. Right, and then lastly, you go back to practicing this one, Miss Green. Right, obviously you want to practice it on both sides. If you block the fireball, cool. If you can parry it, that's even better. But essentially you have them on fireball, you have them to raw drive rush you. And then, you have it on fireball, you have it on raw drive rush. Right, just to kind of throw you a curveball. Maybe I should put in the number 5. Right, if you don't want to add the extra mecha stack of one of those options, then feel free to do so. But just make sure that you have raw drive rush in there as well, so that you can kind of get used to checking raw drive rush as well. You gotta make sure that you're thinking about raw drive rush as well, right? And if you can parry it, try practicing the parry OS on the fireball. Because if you're not thinking about the parry OS on the fireball, you can use it as a means to get in. Right? So while you're trying to activate all of these things all at once, right? Which takes practice, right? It's not gonna come perfectly. So her two main ones are going to be the crouching medium punch and stand light kick. Okay, so when the opponent decides to, you need to use each one respectively, right? You might say this is the better option because it's forward advancing, right? The reason why this one is not as good as this one is because this one also has an extending hurt box, which can get sniped by the drive rush jab, right? So if they're a little bit more further away from you and you have space, then you can use this option. Okay, if you want the go-to reliable option, use stand light kick, right? Also, if you snipe a drive rush, it will always be a counter hit, meaning you get stand light kick into crouch medium punch. So this is your route, right? Or alternatively, into mix. Right? The same can be said about the crouch and medium punch. And then you make the opponent guess off of that instance, right? This option is great. This is a great stand light kick, right? What you'll find is that while they're blocking, your crouch and medium punch is a great option to press out there because it makes your opponent want to press back, right? They want to kind of take their turn in some way or fashion. Oh, did I put crouching? Right? I dropped her on that time. Right. So it spaces you out. Spaces you out quite nicely. Alright? Even your stand light kick, the way it is, like it's a really good stand light kick. because it'll space you out from your opponent, and then you can go for options like that, right? I love this stand. Problem is, if you press low too early, you'll get punished. Yo, Nacho, what's good with you, brother? Hope you're doing well. I have not been playing this character at all, but like, yeah, right? Also, this option is so quick. It's so quick. And then what it'll have your opponents also doing is that once they realize they can't react to it, they're gonna see stand light kick and just jump, in which we blow them off for it. Right? It's a lovely little thing there, right? And then you keep it simple, right? You play the neutral, you play with your normals, you're pushing them towards the corner, and you rip that joint. Yeah, man, we trying. The life has changed, but you know, we're trying to be a little bit more active and around and present. You know what I mean? But likewise, bro, it's definitely nice to be back. I gotta work on not getting wrong here. Let's say a 3-frame delay. Okay. Can it be to... Yeah, that's good. All right. That's what I'm afraid of. Cause I just gotta really sit down and practice. And literally, learning how to play this game is sitting down and learning what you need to do, why you're doing it, and make sure to learn how to prevent a certain option like this. And also learn the follow-up. So if I notice, so what I need to do is that if I notice that, right, the question is, if I notice that they're going for bigger delays like this one, I should be going for that. But make sure not to get the overhead because I lose, right? So if I learn how to do that consistently, boom, we gotta. I guess I gotta be bolder on it. So like, I think when I'm doing the walk forward, initially do the small one for people who doing like a small delay tag. Initially do the small one for those who are doing a small delay tag, and then once they start doing larger gapped ones, then we start doing the other options, right? So that would be right, going for that option. Now one thing I gotta realize is that I can't just go for, I probably have to go for something like that, right? Right? If they're going for tech. Also, that works. Question is, can I walk forward? I won't be able to walk forward. I have to commit to it. So then if I add extra delay to it, that's good. And by doing this, it opens up a more diverse version of offense, right? Now, if we know that the opponent is not moving, then our option is simply that, right? Because what ends up happening is that now it becomes like a true guess on what I'm gonna decide to do off of that mix. To where it's like, okay, am I going to add a delay and walk forward and extend my pressure, or am I gonna go for an option, right? And then going into what they were doing earlier, which is like a crouch light punch mash. So it's like, ooh, I gotta get used to that one. That's good. If you can implement this in your games, I'm telling you it's good content. Like, it's good knowledge to have. I hope they change that. I hope the target combo on thing. Unfortunately, like when you go for it, and you also got to be careful not to essentially blow yourself up while doing this, right? Unfortunately, he's +1 off of that instance, so it makes it that much harder to pull off. But yeah, that's good knowledge. That's good knowledge. That's good knowledge. I don't know. Sometimes I'll be sitting there and I'm thinking, I'm like, right? I don't gotta add a little. I feel like that's the best way to do it. And then if they do, he was also saying if they do like EXDP, it blows it up as well, right? I see the concept. If you're able to complete it, if you're able to complete all of it, it's a beautiful thing. Except is it on delay? No, on delay. I'm kind of seeing. I'm wondering how you pull it off. Also, I gotta find a bigger way to. Well, level 1 off of that instance does do an insane amount of damage. I ain't gonna lie to you, but. Except if you do it too slow, you kind of get blown up. But maybe I gotta look into the concept a little bit more. How much does it do, by the way? That's honestly, that's a lot of damage. I feel like this does 5120. Does this do more? I think with minimal investment. Oh, look at that. Even with minimal investment, it's still. Actually, I did take a safer route. There's not really much you can do after that. Yeah, it's just better. Actually, I think I could do a little bit more than that. Thinking about it. Maybe I do the medium. We're looking to optimize. Hit a little bit of... Sir, thank you. Took ourselves. There we go. Flight delay. Even more delay than that. We need a delay. You can definitely fit it in there. You can definitely fit it in there. But anyways, is that an OS? If they block DPE and the hit stop doesn't make the kick come out? Exactly. That is what they were teaching. That's why I'm saying that last lesson, the one we're watching with Brian F. That's why I'm saying it's so good, right? That's what he was saying. Now me trying to do it, it's not copacetic, but it works. You feel me? Anyways, I think I gotta call it a night a little early. Yeah, I'm a little tired. I was gonna sit back and relax. But anyways, appreciate you staying with me, bro. I think I'm gonna stream probably on Sunday or something. Kind of work on making a little bit more content, and then we'll go from there. Yeah. Probably on Sunday evening, something like that. Let's do it. Anyway, my boy,